just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Makaleli. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Gullit. A good ball, and this looks... Dembele! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Koundé picked out brilliantly. It's Dembele! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short. Oh, nice touch. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham hits one! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Lyon have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Ernest. And it's Gullit. Vieira. Ernest. Just eases him off the ball. Taken back almost at once. And here's Messi. Gives it back. Bellingham. And it's Van Bouten. Now Van de Ven. Makaleli. Engages and forces him off the ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yaya Touré. Vieira. Yaya Touré. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Dembele. Dembele! That's a lovely, neat pass. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Out to the right. And he's taking no chances there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Gullit.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Decent hit! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Messi into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Succumbs to the pressure. Ernest. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Dixon.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's been cut out, well played. Quality ball. Dumfries makes the interception. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Messi. Koundé. Now it's Dembele. And there's the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Chers spectateurs, je vais vous demander de souhaiter un excellent anniversaire au gardien du stade.
And we're off again.
Lyon can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rummenigge. Bellingham. Now this could be a chance.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
And it's Messi. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. De Jong. Yaya Toure. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. They're up to 5 corners now. Vardiol plays it short. Oh, well played. That has not gone well.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Vieira. And here's Messi. Lyon still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Hernes. Makaleli. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Suarez. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Le nombre de
Vardiol.
spectateurs pour ce match,
60 minutes played.
71
And here's
550.
Dembele. De Jong. And it's hoisted clear.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Messi. Has a shot!
Changement pour l'Olympique lyonnais. Le numéro 10, le numéro 15, Messi, le numéro 17,
And it's
le
Vieira.
numéro 7,
And here's
Yaya
Musiala.
Touré. À leur place, le numéro 11,
And he welcomes it
le
in.
numéro 13, le numéro 9, le numéro 42.
Horace! Really well taken goal. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
That's good running with the ball. While facing up to his adversary. Shot a goal! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais. Le numéro 8.
So, time for changes
Pour le
on
remplacer,
both sides, actually.
Le numéro 14. Attention, changement.
Collar gets it away. There's the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rummenigge.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Saliba gets over and intercepts. Hoeneß. Back into the middle. Real chance! Goal! Lyon! And the comeback is complete.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Lyon take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Araujo. Just 5 minutes left. Guardiol. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Rummenigge. I think we're just about done here. It's a good spell of possession, this. Big header! And he hits the net! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Lyon could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Makaleli. And now the breakaway. And that will be the final act. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Hoeneß claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very...